Wilder folks, Alecia here. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. This is a short mobility that you can do in a very small amount of space that I hope gives you the gift of mobility on Christmas Day. All right, let's get you out of here in 6 minutes or less. We're gonna start just by trying to feel a little warm. So you can do this standing or kneeling. I'm gonna kneel because it's better for the camera angle. And we're gonna go arms straight out to the side. We're gonna lift one palm up to the ceiling and the other down to the floor. I want you to go as far as you can comfortably and then rotate the other direction. Pay attention to how this feels in your shoulder joint. Maybe when you're sitting at dinner or opening Christmas presents today, you can try and find that external rotation, so palms up as you're opening gifts. But for now, let's go up and down just to get warm, and we're gonna take it from there into some articulated shoulder or arm circles. So now you're just gonna bring those arms as far forward and together, as far up and as far down and outside as you can, paying attention to how that feels in your shoulder joint. Now, if you can't fit the whole arm, you are welcome to do a hands on shoulder with exactly the same movement here. Good, we're gonna do 2 more of these and then go the other direction. Good, other direction, you can either have full arms open or hands on shoulders, but this movement starts with your shoulders. You should feel your shoulder blades moving around your back. You should feel kind of that interaction between your upper arm and your shoulder joint. All about paying attention to that today. Wonderful. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing with legs now. So I'm gonna stand and we're gonna start one leg. I want you to rotate, standing on the other one, as far out as you can and as far in. Good, now if there's any part of today's mobility that doesn't feel quite right for your movement level today, you can always come back to these instead. Good, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do some articulated leg circles, but I'm gonna challenge you to draw a figure 8 with that foot. So bringing the knee as far across the body as we can, as far open as we can, as far back as we can, and as far around as we can. And we can stay really slow here to really feel where our end range of motion is. Or we can pick up the speed a little bit to get the heat going. I have the heater on today because it's very cold here. It's the week before Christmas, and I think it clocked in at -35 today at 5, so I'm sorry if there's heater noise. All right, let's go on to our second side. Good, we are going to stand on one leg and just rotate as far out and as far in as you can. Start this rotation from the hip. It can be really tempting to just crank on the ankle here. And instead of doing that, I want you to try and really feel that femur rotating to the outside and then to the inside. Good, bringing it into the figure 8s. Articulating, so going nice and slow, really feeling your end range and paying attention to how the muscles feel as you make that action happen. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna bring it into a lunge position now. And what we're gonna do is put our back knee down. You can have some padding under there if you need to. We're gonna lean forward. Now don't go past a range of motion that feels good and healthy for you. But from this position, I want you to try and drive your big toe into the ground, knee over your outside toe. We're gonna rotate our chest towards this leg. Feel that stretch across the glute on the front leg's side, and maybe a little stretch through the hip flexor on that back leg. And from there, we're gonna come back to center, and I want you to do that 5 times. Make this active by pushing through the front foot to ground it into the ground and noticing all of the joints that are rotating to help this action happen. All right, we're gonna do the same thing, but to the outside now. Knee stays where it is, and I want you to rotate with the hips and the body. Now, your knee is gonna be tempted to dive in as you rotate, and I want you to resist that. Allowing the rotation to happen in the hip socket, in the back a little bit, and in the hips as well. One more. Awesome. Okay, you're going to shake it out a little bit. Same foot's gonna go down. Now I want you to come into a lunge with your back knee raised. We're gonna challenge ourselves a little bit. So hands on our ears. We're gonna try and rotate in and touch the ground or get close to it without the back knee touching the ground. Just really going through some active rotation, stability. Good, let's pick it up on our second side. So, knee forward. First thing we're gonna do, back knee down, hand on my foot, big toe presses. Knee goes over little toe. And we're gonna rotate in, feel that beautiful stretch as we rotate towards this knee with our hip bones. Good. Now that rotation's gonna happen actively. You might feel the stretch change as you do this. We don't want any pain through any of these movements, so move through a range of motion that works for you today. This supported position tends to feel quite good for most folks, but trust yourself. Good, now we're gonna go to the outside. Knee stays where it is. I'm rotating to the outside and then back to the middle, rotating to the outside, back to the middle. I've gone a little over 6 minutes. I think we're gonna finish up at about 7.5 here, so. Thank you for the gift of your time as I go over a little here. I just want to mobilize. All right, so we are gonna now do that challenge movement. Back knee is going to be off the ground, hands on my ears, and I'm gonna aim for the ground and then come on up. Notice any differences between this side and the other side today. Notice movement that happens through the ankle, the knee, and the hip to keep you balanced. Good, hold that position for 1 more second. Awesome, and we are gonna finish up today with a little hamstring stretch. So sitting back, we're gonna lean towards that front foot. A great trick to make any stretch more effective is to use the muscle and then relax it. So let's drive the heel into the ground to use the hamstrings for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now relax into that stretch. If you need to be up here and you still feel it, that's perfectly fine. You want the stretch to be right here. Let's bring it to our second side. Good, finding that stretch to begin with, wherever that is. It might be different left side to right side. Pressing that back heel into the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relaxing into that stretch. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, that is it for our Christmas mobility. I hope you have a wonderful day and I can't wait to see you again soon. Merry Christmas.